Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be showcasing a few changes that I made to a few Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 3 January 2025 minifigures to make them, in my opinion, even better than how they originally came in their original sets. Every minifigure that you see on your screen right now has been changed in some way. Some of the changes are a little bit more obvious than others, but still, all of these figures do have modifications. None of these are how they appear in the Dragons Rising Season 3 sets, at least not so far. Like I said, some of these are just a little different, some are a lot different, but either way, no matter the changes that I made, I do think that all of these are improvements over the original figures. So without further ado, let's showcase the fixes that I've made to the Dragons Rising Season 3 minifigures so far. So starting off with a minifigure that has the least amount of change, I just gave this version of Kai, Stormsuit Kai, the black shoulder pad, just to make him look more complete. I literally changed nothing else about this guy, just gave him a black shoulder pad. What a difference that shoulder pad can make, though. Really wish my copy of Storm Kai came with that by default. Not sure why it did not. Next up, in the case of Stormsuit Zane, as you can see, I did change the hand color. Originally, this version of Zane had the azure blue or the light blue. Not sure what shade of blue it is, but it had blue hands, essentially. I kind of thought that gray hands would have looked better, so I tried it here, and as you can see, I think this does look infinitely better. Kind of matches the gray on the mask and on other parts of the body here. The blue still matched as well, but it didn't really fit the pattern established by some of the other Storm Ninja. I think this Stormsuit Zane with the gray hands looks infinitely better, and it's probably how I will display him on my shelf from here on out. For Stormsuit Lloyd, I made a couple of changes. Obviously, mine did not come with the black shoulder pad, just like my Stormsuit Kai, so I fixed that, gave Lloyd a black shoulder pad. I also, like Zane, changed the hand color. For some reason, the figure originally had lime green hands that kind of matched the belt and other parts of the figure's body, but again, that really did not fit the pattern of the other ninja, so I decided to give Lloyd the spring green hands instead. Same green that Lloyd has been using since Dragons Rising has begun, and I think that looks infinitely better. Again, not sure why the original official figure did not do this. I think this design just looks amazing. I love the green hands that I chose here. In my opinion, it looks a lot better than the lime green, which again was just kind of awkward, didn't really fit. I do prefer the spring green hands. I did not try with like regular green because again, that really would not match either. Spring green is the way to go because it's the same color that, you know, Lloyd's been using for a while, same color as the mask as well. For Sora, I decided to give her a Season 2 of Dragons Rising Tournament of the Sources shoulder pad just so that she can kind of fit the other ninja. I decided to not go for a black one because I don't think that would have worked on this particular version of Sora, so instead, I chose to give her, again, one from Season 2 of Dragons Rising, a golden shoulder pad. I think that looks pretty good, and it does kind of give her the same silhouette as some of the other Stormsuit Ninja. You know, despite this version of Sora not technically being a Stormsuit Sora, it's close enough. It's got the same type of mask, so I figured why not give it the same type of shoulder pad. I'm still not a big fan of this figure just by default, but giving it a shoulder pad, again, makes a world of difference. Here's a quick modification that I made to Wildfire. Now, Wildfire in this wave kind of got the short end of the stick too. Like Sora, the minifigure that she had in this set wave was not new at all. So what I did was I took that figure, swapped out the arms for dark red, gave her red hands, gave her the Kai spinner mask with the gold and the normal red, and of course gave her a shoulder pad, same one as Sora, just to kind of fit that Stormsuit vibe despite not being a storm suit. Just kind of fits the same silhouette. I really wish that Wildfire would actually have some type of ninja mask or ninja hood. I think it looks really good on her, and I kind of wish her designs were more traditional ninja, but still, that's pretty much what I did to just make Wildfire new, while not necessarily having any original parts or any exclusive parts. Obviously, these are all just kind of reused from Kai. I think this still does look better. And again, it gives Wildfire something new as opposed to just her having the same figure, but minus the shoulder pads for whatever reason. So all things considered, I guess this can kind of be considered as a Stormsuit Wildfire, if you really wanted to call it that. Next up here for Eren, I decided to go for a similar vibe as to what we will see for Eren in the March 2025 sets, where Eren will actually have this exact same black armor, but with a recolored version of this hood piece where all of the yellow is black. The horns are still gold, but all of the rest of this hood will be black with the same torso and the legs. That is how the Eren will look for the March 2025 sets. Of course, this part I do not have in my possession in black because that has not come out yet. So what I did was I just gave him the normal Eren hood that we saw from Dragons Rising Season 1, and I think this right here, just right away, looks infinitely better than the Eren that we got for this wave. That uses the Stormsuit mask just in gold and Eren's traditional yellowish orange. Again, this doesn't really fit the Stormsuit vibe because Eren is not a Stormsuit ninja. Eren is not on the team as of right now, but he still is trying to maintain his ninja persona in terms of his design at least, so I decided to make these modifications. Now, to make it look even more like the March figure, I suppose you could just use the top of Merge Coal just to kind of make the entire top of the figure black like it will be once we see the actual figure. But again, you are missing the golden horns, so just for a happy medium, compromise, make sacrifices, I think this right here is how I will display this particular version of Eren until I get my hands on the March figure. Moving on to Pixel. Now, I love the new Pixel minifigure. I think it looks really good in the context of Season 3 just as it is, but I wanted to see what it would look like with a traditional Samurai X helmet, because of course Pixel is still maintaining that Samurai X persona. I mean, the symbol is right there, so it's kind of hard to deny that. Now, for the helmet, I decided to go for a golden base with a white mask and a red crest to kind of match the rest of the red on this figure, and also not stray too far from the color scheme. If I had that helmet piece in purple, I think it would have looked a lot better, but gold doesn't look bad either. In my opinion, this is what Pixel might look like with a Samurai X mask. Not sure if I'm going to display this like this on my shelf, might just go back to the hair, but again, just for an alternate look. I do wonder if Pixel will have a Samurai X helmet in the show, but only time will tell. And just in case you wanted to see what the alternate face with the mask looks like with the Samurai X mask, that's what that looks like. I'm not too crazy about that design, but it doesn't look too bad. And finally, last but not least, this might be one of the simplest changes that I've done, but it makes a ton of difference. This is Noct minus those shoulder pads, but with a cape. Pretty much looking identical to how he looks in the Dragons Rising TV show. I do not know why LEGO did not choose to give Noct this cape. Is this cape like discontinued or something? I have no idea. But I had this cape on my custom Noct that I made a while ago. Now that we have an official Noct, I went ahead and put the cape on this guy. Took away those gross shoulder pads that were completely inaccurate. And this is the final look. I love how this looks overall. This is most certainly how I'm going to display Noct on my shelf. I think this is the ideal look for Noct, and with the cape, it looks completely show accurate and just looks amazing in my opinion. Why couldn't LEGO do this? It's a mystery to me. So with that being said, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and checking out this video. Just, again, showcasing a few modifications that I made to some of the Dragons Rising Season 3 figures that we have so far. Which of these changes did you like? Which of these changes did you not like? Are there any other figures that should be modified from the original release for Dragons Rising Season 3? Let me know down below in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Again, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. If you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.